Today we will start our data and statistics unit. First thing we are going to talk about are things like surveys. And when we do a survey, we are trying to determine what population we are talking about, what we are trying to represent. So if we survey some group of people, is that representing, say, everybody on the planet, everybody in our city, in our school, in our class? What is the population that's represented? So what we do is we take a sample. So that is just a smaller subset. So say we wanted to find a statistic about Hoosiers. And so we cannot survey all residents of Indiana. We would take a sample. So what we would do is and then that sample, whatever results we get, we apply to the whole population. So we can have four different kinds of samples, a way of choosing who we are going to survey. One is completely a random sample. So that means for you to be chosen or for you to take a survey, it is complete random. It just might be drawing names out of a hat. It could be like in our school. If we wanted to get a feel of what everybody in the school feels about something, we might randomly generate all of the STN numbers or your ID numbers that we could say we're just going to take the first 20 that come up and that's who's going to take the survey. That would be a random sample. Then we have what's called a systematic sample. And say an example of this would be, so say I wanted to take our whole class and I wanted to choose a sample from our class to take a survey. I might have everybody line up alphabetically by last name. And then I'm going to randomly pick a student out of a hat. I'm going to start there and then take every other one. And those are the people who I'm going to survey. That is a systematic way of getting a sample. Then we have a convenience sample. And what a convenience sample is what is the easiest way to get people to take the survey. So say we wanted to take a survey of a sample from our entire school, our student body. The easy way to do it is to walk into our school and go to the first classroom, my classroom, and use that as our sample size, or our sample. Now that could have pros, that could have cons, depending upon what class is in there at the time. If they happen to show up while I'm teaching a 6th grade class, that might give different results on a survey versus if it came during an 8th grade class. Then we have what's called a self-selected sample. And that would be someone saying, who would like to take a survey for me? It's about hairstyles. And it might be that, I may not want to take that survey because, for obvious reasons. So those are the different kinds of samples that we can take for a survey, and we will be working with these